good? Calling this meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. And we're going to go directly to our public hearing. Can we just do a roll call, please?
Juan Castillo, President.
Present?
Lorena Delgadillo, Clerk.
Present.
Christina Clark, Member.
Present.
Laura Torres, Member.
Present.
Y Luisa Arriola, Member.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, Mary. So we're going to go ahead into 1.4, adoption of FY 25-26 budget.
This is just a public hearing. If you have any comments from the public, but you guys will adopt it in the next section.
Okay. And pretty much nothing changed as 2 weeks ago when it was presented, right?
Correct. It has to adopt whatever was proposed.
Okay.
Otherwise, we have to go and repropose.
Oh. Okay. So are there any comments from the audience for this public hearing regarding our adoption of FY 25-26? No comments? Thank you, Rosario. We're going to move on to 1.5, truth and taxation.
This is our tax levy for our adjacent ways funding. And so that's just the amounts that we have. And that's, you guys have a copy of that.
Mhm.
The levy is gonna be $94,490.26, which is gonna be $7.38 for the homeowners, at $100,000 for them.
Right. Is that per month or is that per year?
That's the whole entire year.
Okay.
So if your house is assessed at $300,000, then it's 3 times the $7.38.
Okay. Thank you. Any comments from board members? No? Any comments from the audience? No comments? Moving on to 1.6, adjournment, following adjournment of a public hearing.
So moved.
Motion was made by Ms. Delgadillo,
Second.
second by Ms. Clark. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, we're out of the public hearing at 5:32. Calling this meeting to order. It is Tuesday, June 24th, 2024. I'm sorry, 25. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay. We're going to do another quick roll call, Mary.
Juan Castillo, President.
Present.
Lorena Delgadillo, Clerk.
Present.
Christina Clark, Member.
Present.
Laura Torres, Member.
Present.
Luisa Arriola, Member.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, Mary. So right now, we have no reports from our superintendents. So we're going to move on to 4.1, board members report and board attendance. Ms. Ariola,
No report.
no report. Thank you. Ms. Torres?
I just wanted to say thank you. I'm glad that all the faces that were going to make me cry are not here today. But no, a lot of faces still that are going to, yeah, I said it last time, I'm not great at goodbyes, but I'm really excited about what's to come for the district and just the leadership and everybody who's here. I'm hopeful that you guys are going to have somebody great that's going to fill this role and that's going to be a great addition to the team. And I'm just grateful, and I'm only a phone call away, and I'll still be at Campesinos, so I'll still get to come and visit. And so I hope those doors are open for me to come say hi. But just grateful for the experience overall, and there's a lot of work to do everywhere that we go. So I'm excited to get to work where I go, and just thankful for the opportunity. That's it for me.
Thank you, Ms. Torres. Ms. Clark?
No, nothing to report, but Laura, I wish you all the best. We've already spoken and we will continue to speak. But thank you for your service here on our board, and we wish you well on your new venture.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Clark. Ms. Delgadillo?
I too would like to congratulate you for taking that step. You know, gosh, every time I leave on vacation, I'm like, oh man, we're leaving. But when you come back to Somerton and you see that water tower, it's just like it sucks you in, and you know, and I guess by my age, if I never left when I was younger, I guess I'll be here forever now. And so I applaud you for taking that leap of faith, and you're gonna do wonderful no matter where you go. And please know that we're on YouTube, and you can log on and text us and say, hey, ask this question, and you know we will. But thank you for your service, and
Thank you.
for always wanting to do good in our community.
Thank you.
Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
And, you know, Ms. Torres, I mean, I'm going to echo what everyone said. You know, you're going to be missed. We thank you for your service here. You know, we all know we do it for the big bucks, you know, but really thank you. And I appreciate everything you've done and contributed to our district. So thank you.
Thank you.
So moving on to consent agenda. Does anyone wish to pull something from consent agenda? Have a question or comment? No?
Nope.
You know what, I do have a comment just on 5.6. I want to acknowledge, you know, staff that moving our full-time instructional assistants to part-time, you know, I know that it was a difficult decision. I sincerely want to thank our staff for their hard work and thoughtful consideration throughout this process. While I know that it wasn't easy, you know, we must continue to make those decisions that serve the best interest of our students, you know, and our community. So, I mean, I know it wasn't easy, but I mean, this is where funding really does become an issue, you know, so I really want to thank you all for your hard work and you know, being able to make that tough decision and that recommendation, because I know it wasn't easy. So thank you for that. Just wanted you guys to know that we know as a board. Ms. Delgadillo?
I also wanted to say the same thing. You know, sometimes it is kind of difficult to make these decisions, and especially the person that has to live with that decision. And I know that it's going to be a struggle possibly for them, but I appreciate those that did remain with us, since their work here is valuable and we appreciate them and they're needed. I did notice that some of the instructional strategists were, I don't know if they were moved to interventionists because the situation is the same thing with the part-time and the full-time. I should have emailed you guys and asked that separately, but I wanted to put it on the record that I will be addressing that with both of you. I'll send you an email regarding that, so if you guys can give me an explanation as to why is it, you know, something that those individuals decided to do, or was it something that we needed to do? And so I just wanted to put it on the record that I was going to ask that question.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? If not, I need a motion.
So move.
Motion was made by Ms. Clark,
Second.
second by Ms. Torres. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to action items. 6.1, approval of adopted FY 25-26 budget as proposed.
Yep, so nothing has changed. The budget has stayed the same, so we're adopting exactly what we proposed 2 weeks ago.
Any questions or comments? No? Need a motion?
So moved.
Motion was made by Ms. Delgadillo,
Second.
second by Ms. Clark. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to 6.2, approval of the proposed tax increase.
This is the proposed tax increase for the adjacent ways fund to finish our projects. So you would just be approving the $7.38 per 100,000 household
Per year.
per year.
year.
Yes.
Great. Any questions or comments? Need a motion?
Make a motion to approve the proposed tax increase as stated.
Okay, motion was made by Ms. Torres,
Second.
second by Ms. Clark. All those in favor say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to 7.1. Any recommendations from the board for future agenda items? I do have a couple of recommendations for our board. The first one is I want to propose that we consider establishing a policy requiring board members to have their cameras on when attending virtual meetings. This practice is widely recognized as a best practice for virtual governance. As it helps ensure active engagement, it fosters transparent communication and supports more productive discussions amongst us. With so many important decisions that we make here as a board, I think it's essential, for our community and staff to see us. So that's one, Mr. Duron. And I also want to propose a policy that prohibits board members from sharing any student photos on their personal social media platform. I know for a fact that we cannot share any photos as a district without a signed waiver by the student's parent or guardian. This is a best practice. This policy would reinforce our commitment to student privacy. Again, this is totally different than sharing a post from one of our schools. So if one of our schools shares a post, or our district shares a post, and we want to share with, to me, that's allowable. But for us to post something within our social media, without knowing that we have a parent waiver or consent, I think it's important that we have something in place for that. And lastly, Mr. Duron, I know in the past we discussed about revising our field trip policy. I know we briefly discussed about you wanting to make some changes. I do think that this is the time to revisit that so that we can kind of tackle them once we come back.
Noted. I don't know if you can hear me, but yes, acknowledged.
Got it.
I will be emailing you some policies myself.
Okay.
Is there something that you want to?
I'll email him, then
Okay.
we'll go from there.
Okay. Make sure to include me on that email.
Definitely.
Thank you, Ms. Now, moving on to 7.2, the Welcome Back reopening event on July 28th.
Yes. Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure that you guys can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we're in the thick of planning summer, and obviously July 28th is going to come pretty soon. We are organizing the annual event to welcoming back all of our teachers and staff members on July 28th at TDS. We are keeping the structure pretty much the same with a couple of little surprises there. Nothing too bad. Ms. Torres, of course, you're absolutely welcome to join us. I have to extend the invitation and more details obviously to come. But as I've been mentioning in the past, there's some trainings and events like this that I would love the board members to be part of. So I want to put it on record, right? That Welcome Back is it's planned, it's scheduled, and we're soon to develop more details about it.
Awesome. Ms. Delgadillo?
Isn't the 28th the same day as a ribbon cutting at SVS?
Yes, ma'am. It's we have it at different times. So the Welcome Back, it'll be early in the morning, and then the ribbon cutting would be, I believe, at 3:30, 4:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Duron.
Yes.
And if you guys want to look at your calendars, and hopefully you guys can make that Welcome Back, I'll be there. And moving on to 7.3, a farewell to board member Ms. Laura Torres.
Yes. Can I interject? I haven't been able to express my gratitude to Ms. Torres. This is the day, right, when I miss being in person, when I want to say, beautiful words to a beautiful person that's been very supportive, not only to the school district, but our community in overall. So a lot of the times, the work that the board members do I don't want to say go unnoticed, but it's a lot of background, a lot of behind the scenes. And so I just want to reiterate the work that all of you guys do is seen, it's valued, and is really well thought out. And Ms. Torres, you've been part of major changes this past year not only this past year, you've been with Somerton School District for over 2 years. And so it's really important to acknowledge the work that you were part of and the changes that you positively created over these years. It has to be acknowledged. You're going to be greatly missed, but overall, we're excited for your next steps. We're excited for, what's to come for you. And I know, knowing your background and in community and education, you're going to be doing great things where you go. So not only do we want to wish you the best of luck, we are hugely grateful for everything that you do. We also got you some flowers. I'm going to do this. I don't know if that's going to pass through you. But yeah, and Ms. Kim is going to say some words as well.
Hi, Ms. Torres. I just wanted to say, I remember you as a parent when your twins were at Orange Grove and I was the principal. And you're an amazing person, and I was proud of your journey and what you've contributed to our school district, and what you're doing in the community with campesinos and everything, and how you're really supporting all students, not only in our district, but the whole community with the programs that you have. So I've enjoyed watching you grow as a leader and someone in the community from way back then. So, you're going to do amazing things continued. So thank you.
Thank you.
And enjoy the journey.
Yes. And visit, just to
Yes.
visit us.
And
Yes.
Ms. Torres, I mean, I didn't want to say everything in my board report, but I saved it for this spot right here. Seriously, I mean, what can we say? On behalf of our district, we extend our heartfelt thanks, for your dedicated service on our school board. It was a true pleasure serving alongside you. Your commitment to our students and community has made a meaningful difference. You will be deeply missed. The doors are always going to be open for you here. So feel free to come back whenever you want. We wish you the very best. We wish you the very best. And there was this plaque. I'll open it up for any board members right now if you guys want to. Can we have
Virtual-
a picture of all of us here with Ms. Torres? Yeah, can we take a picture here in the front?
Can we come out of the picture?
Yeah, we're gonna leave
We
it
can
right
have
there.
them on the, let's put the screen up, that way they can show up too. You gave me that idea, Mr. Gradillo.
It was Ms. Lorena. Yeah, Ms. Delgadillo gave us that idea.
Make sure that everyone's on our face.
And with that, need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion was made by Ms. Delgadillo,
Second.
second by Ms. Clark. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? I think we have a new record, 19 minutes. Meeting adjourned.